Welcome, Leo. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I have pulled for you from the Glyph Oracle deck the beautiful feminine rose. It is marked with keywords on one edge, rose, and the keyword feminine on the other edge. But in the center is a beautiful depiction of our favorite romantic flower, the rose, in all of its diversity and all of its power and strength. So this is indicating to me that you are receiving something. Someone is approaching you. You may be attracting some attention, some notice, but you are receiving that notice with incredible grace, with power, with a sense of incremental knowledge, so that the rose is known for being able to protect itself mightily. If you've ever grown a rose, you know that not forgetting the many hybridized versions where they have less thorns and, I might add, less scent. The more or less natural cultivated roses are highly scented, and they are very thorny, with an array of from tiny to large, real like nails. And if you've taken care of roses, you know how damaging they can be. This is all about your ability to bloom, to allow yourself to open up within a safe environment. And that safety, although it may encase you in some way, it may feel as though it is enclosing you, is visible. Your beauty, your desire, your luxuriating in the sun, which makes this particularly apt for Leos, because the sun is your planet. Although it is truly a light, the rose represents how we all long to not only belong, but hold a place of pride in the pantheon of nature, of the world. In the overall energy, the Two of Pentacles is describing the way that you are integrating lessons and experiences from the past into your present moment, as you understand how much you know, how much you've learned, and how much the opportunities in the present you are available for, you are ready for. You're not an innocent who has simply moved out into the world. You have had a lot of experiences that have made you clear-eyed and practical about the implications and the impact of your gifts and skills. And you are integrating those lessons into possibilities to be prepared for something new. So this is almost as though you are anticipating attracting or drawing something to you. The Three of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck is indicating this sense of collaboration, being ready to work with people that match your skills, your spiritual or philosophical alignment, the goals that you hold up as universal, and that you, as part of a team, are emulating. So this is about creating something beautiful, creating something excellent. And this is part of the reason that your skills are being so clearly evaluated by you and understood, put sort of in a package that is showing others your preparedness for the opportunity to build together. This is a general reading, Leo, so it won't resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information for that is in the description box below. And I appreciate all the time that you spend with me. I understand that these readings depend on the energy you invest. So I appreciate that because it feels as though you're investing your attention in me and my ability to do this work. So, for the present, we have the Empress. My goodness. The Empress is a sort of encapsulation of so many of the themes here. Not only is it a 3, and I'm just going to flip this deck over because it feels as though the 3 of Pentacles is really the hidden power you have, the ability to work with others towards something magnificent, something that you're able to build up, to magnify, to amplify, to grow more, to harvest exponentially through your attention, your devotion, and your understanding that you, like other members on your team, in your group, are investing in a way that is attuned to the natural rhythms of the universe, that models itself on natural processes and experiences, and that this is, you understand thoroughly, an act of love. This feels as though you are presenting yourself in some important way to others. You're making a presentation that is being very well received, but it isn't just on the surface of your style, your clarity, your aesthetic put togetherness. It is because of the substance behind your proposal, your ideas, that is making others sit up and realize that you are no frail cookie, that you are strong, that you can back up your claims with force, that you can be, what's the equivalent of a thorn? You can be sharp. You can create some damage if your borders, if your boundaries are crossed, if you're challenged inappropriately. As you make a proposal, as you put together an idea, perhaps this is you applying for a job or creating something, a new product or service in your organization, you dare to be challenged. Either others accept your proposal or they don't. It is of no matter to you. What you have, you know, is powerful. You are in your power. And if they're not interested, others certainly are, and others are watching you. And you're aware of this. You're aware of your power. You know that your ideas live beyond you because of their resonance. In the past, the 5 of Wands indicates I'm getting, this feels like it's about work. It can be about family as well. It can be about any activity that reflects your circumstances naturally. But in the past, it feels as though a group of which you were a part were working on something, working on solving something, working to create solutions to a challenge. And in that way, this doesn't feel as though there was a lot of leadership, but there was a lot of ability to collaborate on this team. Everyone brought a unique power, and as a result of that, you were able to come with your best thinking to the group. The competition was modified by the ability of each member to come from a place of strength. And in that way, you've learned a lot on this team that you're on. And this team may in part be responsible for the strength of this presentation that you are making. In fact, you may be the face of a presentation, the face of a proposal or a new idea. But you are very clear this has come out of a group. You are simply fronting the group, and you are able to use your natural charisma to draw the necessary attention and extend the attention that this idea or plan would have ordinarily gotten, because of your magnetism. In the future, the Six of Wands indicates victory. And I think this is of a piece. I do believe that your ability to front this project is part of your responsibility based on your strengths as the group has identified them. As you know, you have your natural way of putting across ideas warmly and clearly, but powerfully is in part what your role was always intended to be. And in that way, it has helped you to recognize your value as part of the group, not just your value as an individual, because I do believe that that's something you may have gotten a lot of attention for in the past, but it wasn't integrated attention, or it wasn't attention that seemed to serve a function in the way that this ability to speak to people, to present yourself to the public, to bring information, to train, educate, or inform is part of something, is the role or the responsibility you've done excellently. You've done so well that it is your teammates whose regard you particularly appreciate. This is part of building up your own public power. And this is an area where perhaps you have struggled because, as I said, you've received this attention in the past, but it didn't feel as though it was for the right reasons. And now you feel like your applause, the recognition, the appreciation is because of your commitment to the group. You truly are a part of this group and have done a service to the anticipated success of your plan. In the Empress card, in the present, I have pulled for you the Magician. Wow. So this is really, and the Three of Air stuck to it, so I'm taking it there. The Magician card is about this project being a result of your own will, your own creative will. You're activating the part of you that sees something you desire and is taking the steps to achieve it, to grow it. It's interesting that you have all the resources around you, and it feels like a lot of people power, but your resources extend far deeper and broader than the people that are around you. Whatever tools you have in your environment, you're able to utilize that to create something that uniquely expresses you and powerfully. So this is really affirmation that you are creating something that is an expression of yourself. And that self can include the collaborators, the groups that have been around you in the past. In the past, or the groups that you've been working with on this particular project, right? So the Five of Wands in the past is clarified by this Three of Air. And this is describing really the ability to review and take responsibility for things that have not worked in the past. This is a deeply healing card, and it's indicating places where you have surprisingly overgiven. You made yourself too accommodating to something that you thought would reciprocate that attention, that care, that honesty. And in that way, you are understanding how there was a pattern here that you are now understanding better, how you kept choosing something that really wasn't for you over and over again. Taking responsibility for that, understanding that actually you created some failures, you created some heartbreaks when you see how you chose those things. Certainly a person with this kind of power doesn't just happen into a heartbreak. There were clues and you ignored them. or you thought you wanted something that others appeared to be offering you when it was false. So there's a shedding of illusions about what relationship actually is here in the past. And what it feels like you've done instead is surround yourself with capable collaborators, colleagues, friends who recognize your value and are willing to do the work with you that you see as necessary and important. But you're building it together, which makes for a real relationship. There is a way in which everyone must compromise and at times must put forward their best ideas, their best energy in order to bounce off one another. That is a relationship. You build it together, you build it through agreement. And I think you're recognizing with gratitude the necessity of these lessons, these failures, so that you could be in the position that you're in now. And in the future, the Six of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Cups. What you're experiencing, a whole range of options, opportunities, possibilities. Many of them are things that you once thought would bring you all the happiness in the world. It isn't that you've given up on any of the things that you've ever desired, nor should you, but you're now moving forward without things as the rewards that are the motivation. You're not motivated by necessarily more money. You can be motivated by stability and security. You're not motivated by new shiny friends or the in crowd. You are motivated by finding real partners in your life who can support what you're doing and value you as you do them. So this is you understanding through the success that you've gained in a group, as part of a team, as part of a collaboration, all the possibilities that now seem available to you, and ways in which you are clarifying the reason why you're moving forward on what looks to be a powerful healing journey. You understand that the real goal is connection with your higher self. That higher self is your dreams, your potentials, your goals that are an expression of who you really are and what you really want, what really will satisfy you. I'm going to finish up this reading with a Soul's Journey Oracle card and hope this has been helpful to you. And I pulled the Forgiveness card. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And this feels like a very wide-ranging card, always with the idea of forgiveness. It isn't just forgiving yourself, but it is forgiving others in this case. There is a way in which, yes, you recognize how you chose something that wasn't really for you, perhaps for the wrong reasons, over and over again, that pattern that you are recognizing and dislodging. I believe you are forgiving yourself. I think it's sometimes harder to forgive others, and we usually think about it in the other way. Forgiveness is for us because we don't want to feel crummy anymore. We don't want to feel badly. We don't want to hate somebody. We don't want to put all that energy into something so negative, something that holds us down. But I also think truly forgiving others is a way of releasing them as well. I hope this reading's been helpful to you. If you enjoy this content, check this out. And until next time, namaste.